This video will demonstrate how multiple Microsoft Form Recognizer models can be composed together to create a more efficient and unified model. The composed model will then be paired with a Microsoft Power Apps flow and the FabSoft desktop automation driver to create an exceptionally productive system for processing documents. I will begin by training a new custom form recognizer model in my patient registration forms project. Note that if you do not already have a project created, you will need to create one. I will select my desired training forms for labeling. Note that I have already trained a patient registration form model for a different document template, so I have many fields already created. I will still need to add a couple of new fields, though, to account for the differences between the two document templates. Now that all of the necessary fields have been added, I can label the data. This is a very straightforward process, which makes creating custom form recognizer models very user-friendly. Once I have finished labeling the first page, I will label all of the other documents in my training set. Now that all of my documents have been labeled, I can train the new model. I will give the new model a name and description. I will then select the template build mode and hit train. I now have two different template models for the same document type. I can compose them to create one combined model that will be able to process both patient registration form templates. The benefit of composing models in this manner is that any number of new form templates can be combined as needed, and all of the forms do not need to be trained straight from the start, which gives users great flexibility. We can test the combined model to see that it effectively pulls the key information from both form templates. In this case, the documents are from two different hospitals, with each having their own unique format for patient registration forms. When the documents are analyzed, we can see that the composed model does an excellent job at extracting the key information from each document, regardless of any differences in format. It is important to note that your desired resource should be selected in the project settings. This can be done by simply selecting it or by copying the key and endpoint from the resource itself. Having the correct resource selected will enable this model to be used with the FabSoft desktop automation driver. I have used the composed patient registration model to create a FabSoft desktop automation driver workflow. Now, when a patient registration form is submitted to the desktop automation driver, the associated workflow uses the Microsoft Form Recognizer model to gather the key information from the document and then send the information to a Microsoft Power Apps flow. The Power Apps flow then uses the information to create a new row of data for the submitted document in an Excel spreadsheet located in SharePoint. Creating workflows using the FabSoft desktop automation driver becomes much easier when using a Microsoft Form Recognizer model, as all of the information from the document is already acquired by Form Recognizer. Furthermore, since the composed Form Recognizer model can handle multiple different formats of the same document type, the desktop automation driver workflow effectively becomes a general workflow that can handle all patient registration forms. A key feature of the FabSoft desktop automation driver is the ability to configure monitoring directories. For this example, the folder Patient Registration Submissions Excel has been configured as a monitoring directory. Any document that is placed in that folder will be automatically submitted to the desktop automation driver for processing, which enables users to process a vast number of documents at once. Using this feature, I'm able to rapidly process numerous patient registration forms from both hospitals. As you can see, Microsoft Form Recognizer models can be efficiently coupled with the FabSoft desktop automation driver to intelligently process documents. In this example, a Microsoft Power Apps flow is used with the desktop automation driver to populate an Excel table with key information, but if desired, many other output locations and formats could have been implemented as well. In conclusion, these three products, Microsoft Form Recognizer, the the FabSoft desktop automation driver, and Microsoft Power Apps all contribute to a system of document processing that can save businesses invaluable time and labor.